Will the New York Knicks be able to win the championship next year? Predicting whether the Knicks will get their hands on the championship trophy next year is surely not easy. In fact, we will need to consider quite a few factors to give a certain answer as to whether the Knicks will be able to reach that milestone or not. What we will need to do to analyze whether the Knicks will be able to win the championship next year is talk about their performance this season, their current roster, and of course the potential improvements they would need to make to win the championship next year. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it, shall we? Starting with a brief analysis of their performance this season, the Knicks put up a solid performance in the 2023-24 season, having made it to the playoffs but missing out on the championship. The New York Knicks had a strong 2023-24 season, finishing with a 50-32 record and even securing the second seed in the Eastern Conference. Not bad, is it? Of course, they missed the championship, losing to the Boston Celtics, who had a brilliant record of 64-18, which resulted in them winning the championship. This team had some solid performers who made breakthroughs with their performances, namely players like Jalen Brunson, who literally had an MVP-caliber season, being an essential part of the Knicks' success this season. Then there was Julius Randle, who despite dealing with injuries this season was able to make the impact the Knicks needed to make it to the playoffs. And also, Donte DiVincenzo, who excelled as a shooter and provided valuable support on both ends of the court. We cannot go on without discussing some of the players' postseason stats to know how well they performed, can we? So looking at the team leaders and their stats, we have Jalen Brunson, who got 32.4 points for the team in the postseason. Josh Hart, who was clinical with 11.4 rebounds. Brunson again with the most number of assists from the team, that is 7.5 assists. Then we got Donte DiVincenzo, who got the most number of steals for the team with 1.2 steals, and Precious Achiuwa with 1.3 blocks to his name. These were some of the Knicks' top players' postseason stats for the 2023-24 season. Now, if we talk about their offense and defense this season, the Knicks balanced their offensive firepower with strong defensive plays, maintaining their stature as a solid team that can defend well under the coaching of Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau's defensive strategies and ideas throughout the season were pivotal in the team's performance, and we feel his coaching will play an integral part if the Knicks want to get their hands on the championship trophy next year. What will be required from Tom Thibodeau next season? His defensive philosophy, has significantly helped bolster the Knicks' defense, and to compete for the championship will require the same defensive philosophy from him, along with strong management decisions regarding trades, drafts, and player development. Now, how can we consider every factor for the Knicks to win the championship without talking about some of their biggest rivals in the Eastern Conference, namely the Boston Celtics, who won the championship this year, the Milwaukee Bucks, who were placed third in the standings by the end of the season with a record of 49-33, and lastly, the Cleveland Cavaliers, who stood fourth this time with a record of 48-34. Not to forget some powerhouse teams in the Western Conference as well, like the Oklahoma Thunder, who finished first in the Western Conference standings with a record of 57-25, and the Denver Nuggets, who also finished second with a record of 57-25. Although the Knicks were able to secure the second seed in the Eastern Conference and made a deep playoff run, showcasing resilience and competitive spirit consistently in the next season, along with following the same defensive philosophy under Tom Thibodeau, will be instrumental in ensuring the championship title for the Knicks. The current roster of the Knicks, which includes players like Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, and R.J. Barrett, makes up a strong core that the team will heavily rely on if they want a chance at winning big next year. What do you think? Will the Knicks be able to do it?